Talking to the ceiling this way.
Hey, we're on. Are we on?
Oh,
we're going.
We're on. Okay.
The technical director said we're on. So, hey, Scott Fresner and Richard Greaves with the T-shirt report. And I have to think where I'm at. Atlanta with our good friend, longtime friend, Charlie Taublieb. Charlie's a pioneer, ancient like the rest of us. But you're the traveling man. And I love your Facebook picture. It's got you with the airline, the old pilot hat.
The helmet with the cigar sticking out.
When you first put that up, I'm thinking this is so Charlie. So, but you were in China
a week and a half ago. So I was in a hospital.
About a 14-hour. What's the time?
Yeah, it was interesting. So September was the worst month of my life. 2 weeks in a hospital. Blah blah blah. Yeah. September 30th, I was done. October 1st, I was on a plane to Spain. Came 2 days.
Hi, Susie.
Showed me the.
Good. All right.
Came back. Did Fort Worth. Home for the night. Flew to Shanghai. Did the show there. So, yeah, the difference between time in Shanghai and Denver is 14 hours.
Right.
And it's weird because you either have to call home first thing in the morning or last thing at night.
Yeah, the kids said the opposite.
It's last thing at night, and it's like, oh, my God, it's 2 o'clock in the morning here. I mean, I need to really get some sleep. And it's like, well, it's only noon here.
How was that show? That was a FESPA show in China.
That was. It's the weirdest show. I don't know if you've ever done a show in China.
No.
It's a 3-day show, okay? By the end of the second day, there were people who were breaking down their booth. Okay? On the third day, the show was supposed to be over at 4:30. We were gone by 1. The show people were gone, and when I left, I bumped into the show people who put on the show. They were already at the hotel.
Is that the way they do it? I mean, that's just
every show in China. The third day they blow off for the most part. They'll have some people like I bought some fun stuff, magnifying glasses and things like that. So you get to buy all the trinkets at the show at that point. But as far as serious stuff, done.
So the first day you better do it.
First or second day is it.
You were in Africa.
I do most of the FESPA shows, including South Africa, which is a very interesting place. This year I didn't have time to do anything. The previous year after the show, went and drove up to the Botswana border and went on safari, which was pretty cool. When you're in an open Jeep.
And the rhino's running.
I never got to see a rhino, but the lion is like 8 feet from you.
He could just jump up.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And we're watching a lion that's eating a zebra. And so I wanted to get up, take a picture, and the guy said, "Sit down. That's an aggressive move, and you don't do that." Okay.
You got a guy with a gun in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, so all the other guides had rifles in the front. Ours had a stick, and I'm thinking, really? You got a damn stick?
For me?
What are you going to do? You're going to beat it? I mean, we said, look, we'll kick and we'll help you buy a rifle.
Yeah.
No, I only use a stick. I thought, maybe I should change to a different Jeep. I mean,
driver.
Something about stick and lion or stick and any of them. The coolest thing we saw, though, was a panther up in a tree. It got chased up by the lions, and it's pacing on the branches, and it's hanging around and stuff. And the guy says, it's funny. If it jumped down, it could outrun the lions in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But it was so cool. I got some videos.
Did you feel safe down there? Because I've heard of people having guards and guns.
You do not go out at night alone.
Yeah.
You do not go to downtown Johannesburg. In some cities, they'll hold you up. There, they'll just beat you over the head, knock you out, and strip you. And so they call it the 7th most dangerous city in the world, which is kind of funny because Kabul, Afghanistan is ranked number 8.
Now, that's pretty scary.
But then again, look, do you know what number 1 is?
New York.
San Pedro Sula, Honduras. It's the number 1 city and the number 1 country, most dangerous city and most dangerous country in the world.
I had no idea. I mean, we talked about going to Colombia and Medellin and places where they have guards everywhere.
Anywhere south of the U.S. border, it's not unusual to see guards in front of places with sawed-off shotguns, with machine guns, etc. If you do the Latin tour, it's a common thing.
Yeah.
It's your first time there. It's like, oh, my God. They got rifles. And it's like, yeah, of course they have rifles.
So what's new here? What have you seen? I've been kind of stuck back here. You've gotten out more than I have.
Yeah, I mean, you can say.
What do you see that's out there?
I don't know that I've seen anything that's new or different. I've gone to my favorite booths. I know that we had the Saudi people over, and they've got a new exposure unit. It's the maturing of the LED industry, I found that a lot of people are still not exposing with LED long enough. It lacks the penetration power of a big lamp.
So you really don't think that 6 seconds is long enough?
No, and I hear everybody, they're so in love with speed, and they're using photopolymers, but I don't think anybody's paying attention to what we've been telling them for years, and that is that they need to post-expose. But that's not news to the people that have been listening to this netcast.
What I find with my clients that have gone to LED is I have them wash out with high pressure, okay? And some people agree, some don't. My feeling is if you can wash out with high pressure from about 18 inches away,
it should be exposed.
You know, you're probably not going to have a pinhole problem. You're probably not going to have any premature breakdown. I'm not having them post-exposed, which is certainly a good idea.
What else do you see that's going on? What's the flavor of the month? Direct to screen.
So, listen, direct to screen to me has become more and more powerful.
You seen the Lawson machine?
I've seen Lawson's before. You know, obviously M&R has a big system.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of there's a lot of ink systems, a lot of wax systems.
Grab that guy right there.
Otto, we were just talking about you.
We
sit down.
Don't leave. Don't leave. We're going to interview you next. We're going to hunt you down.
There you go. I think you're seeing more and more emphasis on water-based ink. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm just talking about the textile side. More emphasis on being quote-unquote environmentally friendly, which is always a funny area.
Who's the hot brand, though, for water-based?
Yeah, well,
I mean, we see virus and stuff, and it's
so
pricey.
it depends on who you want to talk to. If you talk to, let's say, the NASDAQ crowd, of course, they're dealing with Magma.
Yeah.
Okay. Virus has its own thing.
Right.
I still play with Rutland.
Mm-hmm.
You still have Matsui out there, and if you talk to him, okay, he's using combinations. He'll try a little of this with a little, the base is this one, the pigments are from this one. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing with water-based is just really understanding how different it is than plastisol when you're in production.
It's hard to take a plastisol guy, I think, and let him teach him to print water-based.
You have to change your whole mindset.
Yeah.
You cannot just walk away or answer your phone or take a cigarette break or whatever. That being said, when I was at his place, that job that we were talking about, so I think we ran about 30 shirts and we broke down because of all his scrubbing. Then he ran about another 170. The next day he ran 2,000 shirts. Boom, flawless.
Right.
Okay, 150 line that's fading to nothing. It's just a matter, and I was actually talking to him, he's got to give me some information on whether or not he's even doing any modifications to the ink other than what the manufacturers are recommending. But water-based is certainly a big topic. It's something that keeps popping up. And Americans are lazy, so we love our plastisol.
We love our plastisol. Yeah, it's hard. How about PVC free?
I've been playing somewhat with it, and the biggest issue I have with it, the colors are vibrant, the print is flawless. You got to flash every color, and
makes it hard.
It does, I mean, and so if deal.
I know the tech director's giving us the
he's
giving me the Michael Fresner's giving me the me times. Remember the time, by the way, I told you that when we looked alike, you said Michael said Dad to you at a restaurant.
Do you know I still have the brochure that has two of us in it? You get us confused now and then. I mean, we're like, oh my God.
Because I did pins up. His pins, I'm not my pins. I'm not Charlie.
I have that one also.
I've lost my somewhere.
I have the brochure from the early 80s. It's funny. Did we meet at the show in London?
Yes, yeah. That was,
and it's like, really, you had to go to London to meet?
Yeah. We're at this club, too. Where was this club? It was an after-hours club or whatever.
Yeah, that's when it was Sunday.
It was Sunday.
White tea or red tea, and if you went downstairs, Sunday is gay night.
Sunday's gay night. Was gay night.
So I went down with Pat, and she's feeling awkward because everybody's looking at me.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, you're a good-looking guy.
So, anyway, it was a lot of fun.
I know, we have some good time. We got to wrap up because the technical director is freaking out over here. Yeah. Hey, listen, always good to talk to you. And I love to see what you're wearing. This is always good.
It's my Robert Graham.
Yeah, I love it. I love you. You're the stylish guy. So anyway, Scott Fresner, Richard Greaves, Charlie Taublieb from SGIA in Atlanta.
From the Garment Zone.
All right,
Enjoyed.
guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.